Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blush Lily here. Welcome to this future spouse reading where we're going to be taking a look at when you're most likely to meet your future spouse and some very interesting insights into your love story. So for today's reading I have 4 options for you. See which one you're most drawn to. Option number 1 with an amethyst. Option number 2 with the labradorite. Option number 3, pink quartz. And option number 4, the green aventurine. So see which one you're most drawn to. You know the drill. Do not overthink it. And let's go ahead and get started. My lovely option number 1, I want to welcome you to your reading. So let's go ahead and take a look at when you're most likely to meet your future spouse. So I have 2 cards over here. Hopefully they're going to give us some sort of time frame, some sort of understanding, and then we'll take a look at some interesting facts about you and your future spouse. When you start taking action, December of this year. Okay, so this is a reminder, my darlings, that this is a timeless reading, right? So whenever you're watching it. Now I'm posting it in August, so December is not too far away, but it does very much feel like the cards are suggesting that you become a little bit more active, right? It doesn't necessarily mean active when you're looking for this particular person, but active, I am getting some hints over here, guys. You know, you could be meeting your future spouse at a gym. You could be meeting your future spouse when you're going out. Okay, that's not the question of the reading. We're taking a look at the timing, but it has something to do with activity. It has something to do with movement. It has something to do with kind of not just looking out of the window and kind of saying, okay, when is he or when is she coming into my life? But December this year comes through as a very, very important time for you. Now, what I'm seeing over here, guys, and I'm getting a lot of images, it's going to be like something unexpected. And the timing is perfect. And I'm getting this kind of winter fairy tale thing that's happening over here. I want to say it will feel like a miracle because it's going to be so unexpected, so out of nowhere almost. It will make you feel like, wow, miracles do happen. Miracles do happen. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the insights into your love story. They're saying keep pedaling. Okay, for some of you guys, it's a cycling class. I don't know if you're going cycling. I don't know if you if you've been planning to, but it's almost like this energy of a cycling. Now I'm also getting a car. You know, some of you could be meeting in a traffic jam or in, like, again, some form of transportation, but it keeps saying keep going, move ahead despite any obstacles that arise. Explore, forge, venture, right? So it does kind of feel like, you know, maybe for some of you, you will choose to kind of go on a little getaway around like Christmas time, around December. It feels like this is when it's going to happen. Also, what I want to say is like your future spouse really likes cars. It doesn't matter male or female. They have this thing about cars, maybe fast cars. They might have already a really nice car, but there's something about power. There's something about design. So for some of you, you know, your future spouse could be somebody who has something to do with transportation, has something to do with cars, has something to do with design. But what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing over here is very sleek, very classy. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you'll be one of those couples who likes to travel a lot. You know, maybe by car or not necessarily, but there's something about traveling. Okay, let's see what fell out over here. Wow. They're telling me that you and your future spouse are going to be like together forever, honestly. I know it sounds cliche, I know it maybe sounds a little bit too sweet or sugar coated, but honestly, this feels like, you know, you and your future spouse, you will have the tools and you will have the patience and you will have the love to kind of go even through the toughest times together, having the fortitude to create a lasting love. So, you know, you'll be like this old grandma and grandpa, or grandma and grandma, grandpa and grandpa. Doesn't matter, right? Love is love. But what I'm seeing over here definitely is that you guys are going to stay together for a very, very long time. I want to say forever for most of you. And you have a lot of things to remember. You have a lot of memories together. You build so many things together. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? Let me see what else fell out. Speak softly to disarm and dispute or, any dispute or confusion. Okay, so what I'm seeing over here, guys, is a very interesting change and shift in the dynamic that you will have with your future spouse, because it kind of feels like both of you will have a very strong personality, strong character. Like, you know, nobody can tell me anything. But your love and your desire to be together is going to change that dynamic. And it will be much more about compassion, much more about understanding, rather than proving that you are right or them proving that they are right, you know? Like what I'm hearing over here is like, what's more important, to be right or to be happy? And it doesn't mean anything about boundaries. This is not what I'm talking about. It's about proving a point when it doesn't really need to be proven. So I'm seeing a lot of warmth. And even if you meet somebody who's maybe really tough and, you know, doesn't have access yet to that softer side, your love, your affection, your attention, your words will bring that out in them. Now I'm seeing a lot of secluded places over here, so it does kind of feel like you and your future spouse are not going to be very outgoing people, but I'm seeing a lot of retreats, I'm seeing a lot of travel, I'm seeing definitely meeting different people from different places, but it's more about something calm. So it kind of feels like you two will end up living in a remote place somewhere, or maybe like in the suburbs outside the city. I'm going to be honest, if you already have children, you might not have any more children. Maybe you already decided this for yourself. If you don't have children, I am seeing some couples that are not going to have children. And again, it's going to be a mutual decision. If you do want children, yes, it's possible. But what I'm hearing is the two of us is kind of enough. You might get like a dog or a cat or something like this. You might already have already, you know, nieces, nephews, and things like this. Because I'm not seeing like a big family over here. Like that's direct family, if that makes sense. But it's okay for you. So it's not like, you know, that you can't have children or something like this. It's going to be a conscious decision. But there's a lot of soft words. They're going to be in your love story. There are going to be a lot of intimate moments. And what they're saying is like there's a reason why there aren't a lot of people. And it's kind of like, I want to say hidden in the clouds over here. But there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be envious of your relationship. And I think you will come to a conclusion that the less people know about your relationship, especially on social media and things like this, the better it is for you, because people, they will try to break you apart for one reason or another. I'm not going to go into it, but it won't succeed because look at you, years later, you you're still together. You're still good. You're still going strong over here. All right, let me see one more card I want to pull out for you. Listen to your heart and take a chance on love. Very interesting. So they're saying at the beginning of your relationship, you might have a lot of doubts. A lot of doubts. You're going to be very careful going into this relationship. But what I like about your future spouse is that they're going to be consistent. Right? And they're going to show you that you can trust again. And there's something about the voice, guys. Your future spouse or you might have a really nice voice. A voice that disarms. A voice that's very calming, soothing. Maybe some of you, you're really good singers, or your future spouse could be a really good singer. But there's something about beautiful communication and always having something to talk about, but also being very comfortable in silence. And exploration over here is amazing because you will get to visit a lot of countries, a lot of places, see a lot of faces. And yet, with each and every person you meet, not for a second do you doubt, or does your future spouse doubt that they made the right choice with you. Okay, my lovely option number one, that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. Do check my Patreon page out with over 140, actually 170 already, exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My lovely option number two, if you guys were drawn to the labradorites, welcome to your reading. Get comfy. Say your name out loud or in your head, helps you better connect to the energies of this reading. All right, let's begin with when you will meet your future spouse. All right, so I have two cards over here. Let me see what they say. 15 months later, and after accepting an unequal contract. Okay, well, this is very interesting. Life is going to bring the two of you together after you make... You take a chance. You make a decision that might seem weird to a lot of people. So this is a timeless reading, guys. 15 months from whenever you're watching this. But I want to take a look at this one. So what I'm channeling over here, it has a lot to do with work or some sort of project. So it kind of feels that here there are two things that are coming through. Some of you might be struggling a little bit with finances. So you will accept something that's very temporary, maybe something to just kind of help you get by until you find a better position, a better job. The second thing that I'm seeing over here, guys, is that in that time period, the next 15 months, you will decide that it's time for a career change. And you'll be like, okay, well, I can't necessarily start at the top when we're talking about the new career. And you will accept a contract, you will accept a position, maybe that's a little bit below your expectations. But again, you're going to be so passionate about that new career that you won't care. And what I'm seeing is that you'll have money saved up, right? If that option resonates with you. And you'll be like, okay, you know what? I just want to do it for me. I want to do it for my heart. I want to do it for my soul. I want to do it for the fulfillment. If this is what's going to happen, guys, I'm going to tell you straight away that, you're going to grow really fast in that new career. So that unequal contract, it will feel like a step back, but it's actually just a little step back before you keep moving forwards, because here you're going to be very excited. Anyways, this is not a career reading. This is a reading about your future spouse, so we're going to focus on that. But when it comes to the timing, 15 months later, just a little over a year, And it does have something to do with a contract. It does have something to do with kind of compromising on something. Now then, let's go ahead and take a look at the interesting insights into your love story. Distracted or filling life with other things. So this is very interesting. When you meet your future spouse, you're not going to be looking for love. You're not going to be thinking about love. To be quite honest with you, some of you might meet in London. There's this Great Britain energy that's coming through very strongly. Some of you might be from the UK. But what I'm saying is that neither one of you, your future spouse or you're going to be looking for love. No. You're going to be distracted with other things. You're going to be distracted with work. So for a lot of you, I'm seeing that you meet your future spouse in a new location or in a new kind of career. But you'll both be busy. You'll both be working. You'll both be like focused on something else. And then it's almost like, you're going to be busy. I'm seeing, you know what, this is very interesting. Either for you or for your future spouse, you're going to be getting out of a relationship that wasn't even a relationship. It was God knows what. But it was with a very controlling person. And you might be getting out of a situation where you didn't feel free at all. It could be career, it could be a relationship. But I'm seeing that you guys are like this energy of freedom that's coming through very, very strongly. I'm hearing that song, I Want to Break Free. Happy days, partying. So, you know what? I'm seeing that you guys are meeting each other at a celebration. It could be a corporate celebration. It could be something that has to do with happiness, you know? So for some of you, you're meeting your future spouse through work. But what I really like about this is that when the two of you come together, there's this energy of having a lot of fun together. You know, with that celebration card, guys, when your future spouse comes into your life and you come into theirs, there's such a beautiful shift that's being noticed over here that your life just becomes happier. You know, you become a little bit more outgoing. Maybe some of you already work in events, you know, or you will want to work in event planning and things like this, birthdays, weddings. It could be, you know, if that's the case, you could be meeting your future spouse there. But anyways, when you two do meet, there's such a beautiful energy of celebrating each and every day of your life. There's this energy of no time to waste. Now, for some of you, I don't like to talk about health in my readings, but what I'm seeing is that you or your future spouse might have gone through a difficult illness that made you kind of rethink your life. You know, sometimes we're faced with that energy where we don't know what is going to happen. And then this energy of appreciation kicks in. So I do feel for a lot of you, and that could be the case, you know, or your body could start getting much, much better. So you're going to be much freer when it comes to movement. And that's going to be a cause for celebration for sure. But there are going to be a lot of celebrations, a lot of birthdays, a lot of parties when it comes to your love story with your future spouse. And oh, how I love this card. Tenderness, having a gentle spirit, and being able to care deeply. The real deal, the good match. Oh my days, guys. So, you know what I'm hearing over here? A lot of beautiful, soft words, tender touches. You know, some of you might be massage therapists, or, you know, you could be meeting a massage therapist, or there's something about a very special touch. Beautiful arms, beautiful hands, and having such a gentle spirit. So I'm seeing emotionally being able to open up, and emotionally feeling like you can really just be yourself. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing a lot of pictures. I don't know if you like to take pictures, or if you guys are photographers or you want to be, but there's loads and loads of pictures. Portraits, landscapes, and loads of things to remember. But I'm seeing like you, unlike option number one, it kind of feels like you guys are going to have a big family, you know? Maybe you will meet, if you already have a child, maybe your future spouse also has children already. So it could be like, you know, a family that comes together. But I'm seeing over here, you know, birthday parties, family vacations, things like this. But a very strong emotional bond that's coming through very, very strongly. A gorgeous emotional bond, and being able to talk about anything and everything. Anything and everything on earth, especially, you know, at night. They're giving me this beautiful image, you know, at night it might be raining outside, and you're just kind of laying there in bed, and you're talking about anything and everything, and you're laughing, and you're dreaming about stuff, and you're making plans, you know, and maybe again, they're giving me a lot of soft and like soft kissing and soft caressing and things like this. It's a very romantic energy. I like it. Very calm, romantic energy. Okay, my lovely. Option number 2, that's what I see for you. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For personal readings, all you gotta do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 170 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My lovely. Option number 3, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say when it comes to when you will meet your future spouse. And then we'll take a look at the insides of your love story. It's right in front of you, but you need to pay the price. Change a wish. It can be realized immediately. Okay. So what I'm getting for you, my lovely, option number 3 is you already know your future spouse. You have already met. You might be in no contact right now. This could be somebody that you are, maybe you friend zone them or they friend zone you. There's some sort of complicated energy that's coming through, but I want to say that you have already met them. And for some of you, you're just beginning dating. But this person, in one way or another, is in your life. It kind of feels, again, it feels complicated. This is what I keep hearing. So because this is general reading, I'm going to give you a couple of options and you see which one feels right for you. It could be that you're in a third-party situation, maybe even a fourth-party situation, you know. You could be with somebody, they could be with somebody, and you already know each other. Or, you know, I'm not going to spell it out for you, you know what I mean? Yeah, they could be in a relationship, you could be in a relationship. I do see that there's a lot of complicated energy, but you already know this person. When it comes to paying the price, what I'm saying is that certain decisions will need to be made in order for the two of you to be together. Now, I think you're going to be the only option so far that I'm going to do this with, but I will bring another deck in. I want to get a little bit of a clarity on the situation. So for some of you, this person could be Taurus. And again, you might be in no contact. Okay. Yeah, it kind of feels like there are a lot of people involved in this situation, guys. So it's either this person is undecided or you are undecided. There's something about maybe, again, a third party situation, a fourth party situation. A lot of people are involved in this. And it kind of feels like the price that you have to pay, it's either compromising on something or the time you have to spend waiting and not knowing. Maybe you're looking for commitment from this person and they're not ready yet. So number 3, I want to say it's a complicated situation. It's a complicated story. You have already met your future spouse. It could be through online dating. It could be some sort of connection to social media. But it kind of feels that they need to make a decision as well. They need to become wiser. And they have a very, very big ego that's very fragile at the same time. But there is going to be a massive transformation, because look at this. We have the death and we have the rebirth. And it's interesting because that the rebirth happens before the death. So I want to say it's almost when you're ready to let this person go, that they kind of change their dynamic towards you. Because there is going to be a lot of change. Let me take a look at more insights into this interesting connection. Yeah, see, you have to choose wisely. Consider long-term issues before you commit. Wait, compromise, and trust. That's exactly what I've been saying with the cards that came through over here. There's a lot of things to consider. Right? You already know your future spouse. And you have to think about a lot of things, how they will affect you in the future. Are you ready to live with this person? Are you ready to build a relationship with this person? Because they will change a lot. Throughout, it kind of feels like you came into their life to trigger a lot of changes for them. And you will have to stay strong in this connection. Fight for love, but choose your battles wisely. Courage, loyalty, and truth. So you might be dealing with somebody who has a very strong physique. You yourselves, guys, could be quite sporty, but I am seeing something that has to do with wellness, with fitness. Somebody, again, I feel it's kind of like a player-ish energy that's coming from them. And they might be soul searching. Look at this. need to work on some personal issues first. So they need to figure their things out more than you do. You're kind of more grounded, more stable. But again, not like 100%, not like you still have your own journey. But theirs is more turbulent at this particular moment. Much more turbulent at this particular time. So before you and your future spouse, you come together over here, there's still going to be a little bit of time. And look at this, we have time heals, be patient and give time a chance to work its magic. What a beautiful confirmation of everything that I have been saying so far. Honest, reliable, and mature. So we all have, our own time to mature. It kind of feels like your future spouse might be acting a little bit immature right now, or they might be afraid to go into this era of maturity where they take responsibility for their actions and things like this. Yeah. For them, marriage and commitment might mean something different than it does to you. And I think, again, they need a little bit of time to kind of see that a relationship dynamic can be different to what they're used to. Because for them, it kind of feels like it's loss of freedom. It's, like they might be saying, how can I just be with the one person? But again, with time, all of those questions are going to be answered for them. Because they will unlock their ability to truly love, to truly be vulnerable, and to learn not to project their stuff onto others, but to deal with their own BS, right? So, my lovely option number 3, that's what I see for you. I hope this reading resonated, brought you some clarity. Let me know down in the comments. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this video. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 170 exclusive videos, additional discounts and personal readings, and much, much more. Alright guys, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My amazing option number 4. If you guys were drawn to the green venturing, and welcome to your reading. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. So, when are you most likely to meet your future spouse? Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, they're giving me the time of full moon. They're also giving me nighttime. Interesting, we even have the time 10:10. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of 10s lately. 1s and 0s, maybe 11s. But there's this beautiful energy of nighttime and a gorgeous full moon that's illuminating everything. It's a still night. Okay. Let's see what the other card has to say. 9 months later. 9 months from now. 10, 10, 11, 10. So 9 months from now, guys, at the time of the full moon, the energy of a night, a peaceful, peaceful night, is coming through. Okay, I want to read a little bit more into this before we take a look at the insights of your love story. Judgment. Interesting. You will feel like you're coming back to life. There's this energy of having completed a very important cycle, a very important lesson, a very important stage of your life. And you feel like you're ready to move forwards. You're ready to move on. I want to say, for a lot of you, it kind of feels like a new place and new surroundings. but something has ended. It's either you quit your job or you relocated somewhere or you completed a very important long project. Maybe you like remodeled your house or sold your house. There's something where, you know, when you have some sort of project or your mind is busy and it's like overworking. Here, this is the energy of like something is done, something is at peace, and you're now ready to go into a fresh new chapter. Now, for those of you who are working with childhood trauma and things like this, it feels like you have really made progress on a particular trauma or attachment style or something along those lines. Because what they're saying is you're going into a different kind of relationship. So you're no longer interested in F-boys, you're no longer interested in people who are there to just waste your time. You take people at face value and you've kind of accepted the fact that, you know, some people can't change, some people don't want to change, and it has nothing to do with you, right? But they're also showing me financial stability over here, finally having chosen something. Your future spouse, by the way, is somebody who's incredibly well-read, well-spoken, very articulate. I want to say, you know, here I'm seeing people with masters, with PhD. I'm also interesting, they're giving me features for you, option number 4. They're giving me a lot of chiseled features. So maybe very defined collarbones, cheekbones, like a nose that might be a little bit, I don't know, I want to say sharp maybe. Like, you know, they're not rounded lines, they're quite straight, they're quite, and I want to say it's a person, your future spouse, is somebody who's very direct. This could be somebody who's IT, you know, works in analytics. This could be somebody who's a lawyer, a doctor, government, police. All of those things could be happening with this energy of the King of Wands. Okay. Now back to that night of the meeting. You know what? It feels like it's a spontaneous thing. It feels like completely random, guys, that, you know, you might be out with your friends or there's something along the lines of choosing a place to go to, or, you know, it's random. They're telling me it's something random. It will feel like a chance meeting. It will feel like it comes out of nowhere. But your future spouse approaches you either to ask for directions or give you compliment or ask you something. They make a move. And they'd be like, you know what, this is so unlike me, but with you, I just felt like I had to approach you. Like normally they don't just go out like approaching people. They're not that type of person. But with you, it's almost like on a soul level, realizing, okay, well, this is my person. I gotta go ask them something, talk to them, not miss this chance, right? Especially if you're looking for a male partner. Their wand energy is going to be like, there. Go talk to them, right? Don't miss this opportunity. Don't F up, right? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the insights into your love story. More insights into your love story. You're going to build your love slowly, with care, relaxed. This is what I really liked about your reading so far, my lovely option number 4, that it's very chilled out. There's no drama. There's no back and forth. It might not be developing as fast as you would like it to, but it's going to develop in such a beautiful and nice way. Very reassuring. You will have a family with this particular person. If you do want children, you will get children with this person, and they're going to be a fantastic parent. Like, honestly, somebody who's very involved, somebody who's very helpful, somebody who's very wise, protective of you, protective of your family, protective of your children. Beautiful. I really like that. And they're saying have faith. Wait until you find the right one. Yeah. Hold on, self-love, soon it's coming. The timeless elegance energy came through. So, you know what? I'm getting somebody who's definitely, I want to say classy. For whatever reason, I'm getting old money energy with that timeless elegance. But your love is going to be real. You know? It's not going to be for others. It's going to be just for the two of you. And if you've been worried about your age or maybe your appearance and things like this, here the message comes through that, you know, you're always beautiful to someone who loves you. And throughout the changes that might come with, you know, with age, with pregnancy, with health-related issues and things like this, your partner will always find you attractive, always find you gorgeous. And you're very supportive of one another. Look at this. United, lasting, and stable. Very, very grounded. It's almost like I'm getting a lot of pentacle energies, because another thing that's coming through, guys, is that you and your future spouse, you will build wealth, right? There's something about building a legacy that's coming through very strongly in your reading. Building wealth and building health. So maybe there's going to be a lot of working out together. And you're going to be able to be vulnerable with this person, and they will be vulnerable with you. They might have something to do with real estate as well, by the way, guys. But you will be able to tell them your like inner thoughts, desires, fears, and they will be so careful with your heart. It's absolutely gorgeous. But they will like tell you, like, you know, they'll have a special way of motivating you. I don't know what it is, but they're saying I will have, like, they will have a key to your heart. They will have a key to your motivation. And when you doubt yourself a lot, they're going to be able to support you. And very happy, open, and optimistic. I like that. So it's not somebody who holds a grudge. What I'm seeing when it comes to your relationship, you don't hold grudges. They're also showing me a lot of walks in the forest or on the beach. Loads of walks connecting to the nature. That's coming through very strongly for sure. Flying high. Very passionate, guys. An incredibly passionate energy that's coming through. So passion-wise and, you know, bedroom-wise, very compatible and beautiful. And you don't compare. Look at this. You don't compare. The past is in the past. This is what I was saying, like, you know, that important cycle, that energy is over. The patterns are over. And this is going to be the same for your partner as well, because they're not going to compare you to anybody else, right? So there are no exes coming into the picture. They're not interested. They're looking forwards. They want to walk that life, holding your hand and listening to what you have to say and loving you. And that's what I see for you, my lovely option number 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below the video. Also, in that same place below the video, you'll find the link to my Patreon page with over 170 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, rituals, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves. Bye now.